Welcome back to Tallinn, the Kalev Sports Hall in the capital of Estonia. Today, the third day of the European Championships of the 10 meter for under 16 and under 18 years of age. And the day we begin with the team events. The first air pistol duet events were finished this morning, and now we are going to next team events scheduled for today. That will be the 10 meter air rifle trio under 16 years of age men event. The trio event, this will be the finals. We will have scheduled for 3:15 and 4 p.m. in local time. The trio event, just as we used to see in the previous iterations of the rules, we have the separate events for trios, concluding with the final, where three athletes of of the same gender were competing on points, about the same rules as in the mixed team rules. First, we see athletes from Hungary. Those are athletes who won the qualification round and qualified to the semi-final, and in the semi-final has beaten Team Poland with scores 12 for Hungary and 6 for Poland, so that Team Hungary qualified to the gold medal match, and their direct opponents, Team Estonia, they qualified to the semi-final with the second score of the qualifications and beat Team Lithuania in the semi-final with the scores of 12 for Estonia and 8 for Lithuania. As we can see, 3 athletes in each team. In the final, the combined score of all 3 athletes will be compared, and the better team in each shot will receive 2 points. In case of a tied scores in any of the shots, both teams will be granted with just 1 point, and the final, according to the rules, will continue until any of the team will reach 12 points. Team Hungary on the left side of our screen, now they're on the right side, and Team Estonia here now on the left side of the screen. In the qualification round, all athletes had 30 match shots. The combined score gave them the entrance to the semi-finals. Just as I said, Team Hungary beat Team Poland in the first semi-final. In the qualification round, Team Hungary scored 921.3, which is the combined score of 3 athletes, while Team Estonia qualified to the semi-final with the score of 906 points. So the distance about 15 points within 90 shots in the qualification round. We will see how the finals hall atmosphere will, if it would change possibility of athletes to score in the center of the targets. They are competing with air rifles. The middle of the target, the small dot, just as we would make with the pen, half of the millimeter is the 10 value in the target. Just as in the qualifications, all scores are counted in decimals, so the maximum value an athlete can achieve is a 10.9. And for each shot they would have the 50 seconds. Now they begin with the preparation sighting time. Kopane Szabados from Hungary, first athlete from the team Hungary. Then on firing point B, Nimrud Zule, second athlete, as you can see, year of birth, it's 2010, which means he's only 15 years old, probably not much of experience of an international level competitions. Zoltan Leopold, we saw him already in the previous solo finals, so he's much more familiar with the finals hall of Tallinn's shooting range. And they are all assisted with their coach, Peter Samogi. He's watching closely all the movements of athletes and probably may take one of the timeouts he is allowed to, maybe to assist and help athletes with their performance. And now it's time for Team Estonia on firing point D, firing point E, and firing point F. We see now firing point D, Robin Kare. Also, year of birth is 2010, so just 15 years old, and already competing in the medal match for the European Championships. Markus Min, the second athlete from Team Estonia. And the third athlete on firing point F, Lauri Kaas. All of them are 15 years old. And a coach from Estonia, Kristina Kiisk. And as far as I remember, she was a participant of the ESC coaches development course we had last year in November in Estonia. She was one of the about 40 participants of the ESC development course that the European Shooting Confederation created in order to help coaches without much experience to get more knowledge. And thanks to international level tutors, we were able to learn more about the shooting sport, about the techniques. And thanks to that, as we can see, athletes from Estonia, watched by their coach, are now in the final, in the gold medal match during the European Championships. Just as all of the finals and all of the events we have here in Tallinn, we are shooting at the distance of 10 meters. This time, in air rifles, the limit to win the final is 12 points. So the final can conclude in just 6 shots, but we hope that we will see a very level competition and both of the teams scoring within each shot. Just to remind you about the air rifles, these are single-loaded rifles, means that athlete needs to reload, put down the rifle on the stand between each shot and put the pellet again inside of the chamber. And the main part of the air rifle, the gas cylinder with the compressed air, that allows athlete to make about 100 shots with each filling. If you are not yet a subscriber of our social media channels, here are the QR codes where you can find our profiles on Instagram and Facebook. The European Shooting Confederation is sharing a lot of pictures from this European Championships and other different European level competitions, and of course showing the best results of the European athletes at the competitions all over the world. Team Hungary against Team Estonia in the gold medal match of the 10-meter air rifle trio under 16 man event. The first shot, Nimrod Zul with 9.9, that's the opening. Sorry, that was the Kopani Sabados with a 9.9. Zoltan Leopold added a 10.6 to the score and a 9.6 from Nimrod Zul. And let's see how the Team Estonia will start with a 29 points in total. So Team Hungary about 1 point more than Team Estonia. So the first 2 points are going to Team Hungary. So they are now in the lead of this final. And this is how the final will go. Each shot in 50 seconds. And after each shot, 2 points or 1 point are distributed to the teams. And just to remind you about the rules, if you were following the duet finals earlier today, you might remember that there were 2 bronze medals awarded, and the same situation is here. Teams who are not past The semi-finals also will be awarded with the bronze medals, so that we will see Team Poland and Team Lithuania with bronze medals on their necks at the lowest step of the podium. And now the fight for the gold medal is getting more interesting. Team Hungary got a second win, consecutive one, with a 10.1, a 9.8 and a 10.2 with a total score of 30.1. They already have 4 points of advantage over Estonia. So we will see if this stream will finish very soon, or would we have some chance to explain the shooting sport to those of you who are not familiar with this kind of shooting. And 9.2 for Kopanis Sabados. I bet he's not very happy with this shot. 10.0 Zoltan Leopold. So the Team Estonia finishes their shots, and that's the first win for Team Estonia. All of the athletes scored a 10 in this round. Those were inner 10s, as the inner 10 begin with a 10.2 in air rifle events. And that's their first points in this gold medal match. Team Hungary still in the lead. Just as in all previous finals, I need to remind you that that's the first ever time the age category of under 16 and under 18 is have their own competition. And that's the first chance they can compete with each other, none with the olders, as they used to have in the juniors category, where everyone until 21 years of age are in the same event. Here, all athletes under 16 years of age compete with themselves, so they can check their level of shooting. End of series number 4, 30.5 of the point for Estonia and 31 points for Team Hungary, which means another 2 points for Team Hungary. And they are already halfway through this gold medal match with 6 points. Team Estonia behind them, just 4 points of loss. It can be decreased, this gap, in only 2 shots. We'll see if the young athletes from Estonia can do it. 10.7 from Kopanis Sabados, a great score. Because of the position of the athletes, we cannot see much emotions on their faces until they raise their hands from the rifles. 31.4, a great scoring. That's some kind of scores we usually see for the older juniors or seniors finals. 3 inner 10s with a 10.7, a highest score by Kopanis Sabados. And we are getting closer to conclusion of this final. Team Hungary already with 8 points. They need just 2 more wins to finish this event with gold medals. But let's see if the Team Estonia can still grab themselves and fight for the gold medal. Maybe this might be the moment a coach from Estonia should take a timeout. Kopanis Sabados started again as the first one who took a shot, 10.0, 10.0 and a 10.2, but we see an 8.5 from the Estonian side and a safe distance of almost 2 points for Team Hungary in this round. And as expected, Team Hungary took a timeout this time. And on the scoreboard we see 10 points for Team Hungary and just 2 points for Team Estonia. This final is really one-sided. Team Hungary are really well prepared, and these 15 points of the difference in the qualification round is really visible as well here on the final hole. In the meantime, we saw our mascot, Ilo the Lynx, the mascot connected to the historical event back from 1937. where Estonian team won their first team medal of the World Championships, and the team was presented with a baby cub of lynx, which became the first animal of the Tallinn Zoo and the symbol of the whole Estonian nation. Back to the range, Kopani Sabados with 10.4. Great opening of the probably last shot in this. Wow, 31.5. It's incredible level of those athletes. And that's a definite win for Team Hungary without much problems throughout the whole competition. 7 shots, just 7 shots was enough to finish this gold medal match in a great style. They really deserve this gold medal in this trio event. That was very quick and a great way to win this gold medal and become the new European champions in this trio event. As it's a quite new format, maybe not very new as we already had many trio events in the past with few changes in the rule books. Like we had similar events on the European Games and on the European Championships back in 2022, for example. But in the current events, usually the team event is finished after the qualification round, but here the European Shooting Confederation wants to have some more emotions, and the team events have their own finals. So the final is finished. Robin Kaar, Markus Min and Lauri Kaas from Estonia, the silver team of the European Championships in the 10-meter air rifle trio under 16 years of age man event. And of course, new European champions from Team Hungary, Kopani Sabados, Nimrod Zule and Zoltán Leopold. They will come back to their countries with gold medals. And as I said, 2 bronze medals will also be awarded to Team Lithuania and Team Poland, who qualified to the semi-finals and were trying to achieve the gold medal match, but didn't took that chance. We will have a short break now before we begin with the next final. That will be the gold medal match for the 10-meter air rifle trio under 18 years of age men. So a little bit older athletes, but still the same basis of the final. We will have the gold medal match with 2 teams. The Team Hungary and the Team Greece will compete for the gold medal of the European Championships. For now, stay tuned and we'll begin just before the 4 p.m. of the local time.